Hey there guys, so I've been watching some tutorials, FL Studio tutorials and stuff like that on YouTube, and I realized that there is something I can show you guys that you probably will enjoy creating, well maybe not creating but using, and you'll definitely have a good use for it if you're working with electronic music. And yeah, so it's been a while since I posted something on this channel, but it just popped into my head and I decided to do it. So um, here we go. And also for the record, this tutorial doesn't use any external plugins, which is, you know, you can probably do this in any sort of DAW, which has, a basic oscillator, because all you need is saw waves, basically. So yeah. So let's get started. I'm gonna insert a new 3x ask to start with. I'm gonna change every waveform to saw waves, and I'm gonna lower the semitones. So I'm gonna lower these CRS knobs all the way down on all three of them. Also, I'm gonna right click here to lower the whole thing one octave. So I'm gonna go to C6 instead of C5, and we have this, which is kind of basic, What I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna detune the top two a little bit, so about somewhere between 10 and 20 maybe. So like that. I'm also gonna do random stereo spread on each one. So that's what I have. That's kind of basic. Now I'm going to right click on the, actually I'm going to rename this to detune, and I'm going to right click on it and clone it so that I have another exactly the same, another copy of it basically. And on that one I'm going to change the detune on it. So the top one I'm going to put to 0, and the other ones I'm going to go all the way down. So like that. I'm just going to do some random spread just to create randomness in the whole thing. So you can hear they're both different from each other. So now you can go on and create as many as you want of these. The more you have, the bigger of the sound you'll get. So that's kind of simple, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert a layer. I'm going to open up the layer, mark both of the detunes, and set children in the layer. So now that I play the layer, both of them will play. Alright. What I will do next is I will go into the first detune. I'll go here on the pitch knob here and just raise it about 8 cents. You can do as much as you want, but I think 8 works fine. And I'm gonna go on the other detune and I'm gonna pitch it down 8 cents. Alright? So the first one is pitching up 8 cents, the second one is pitching down 8 cents. Which is kind of, in the end it will sound like you're playing that one note, but it sounds, yeah, it's basically what creates the feeling of a Neurobass. So that's that. Now I'm going to insert these into a mixer track, and I'm going to add a multiband compressor, and I'm going to raise the high band about 3.5 dB, somewhere around there, 4, 3. It's not that important, but yeah. And then I'm going to insert a parametric EQ. I'm going to go to the first point here, change the order to steep 8 and the type to high pass, and I'm going to put it around about 100 hertz. So I'll have this. Alright, and secondly I'm going well, now I'm going to insert a new 3x ASC. I'm not going to clone the last one, I'm just going to insert a new one. Rename this to sub bass and insert it on a new mixer channel. Turn two of these oscillators off, so just turn the volume all the way down. The top one we're going to use a sine wave, put it all the way down on the semitones and lower it 1 octave, so we have a basic sub bass. Right? Sorry if I'm going fast, guys, but I have to keep up with YouTube's limit on 15 minutes, so it's kind of stressing me out. But anyway, I'm going to rename a third mixer channel to bass send, and what we're going to do is we're going to send these two channels to the bass end. Alright, so we're going to mark sub bass, and we're going to go to the arrow pointing up here on the bass send channel. We're going to right click and press route to this track only. We're going to do the same thing on the detune channel, and then on the bass end we're going to insert a blood overdrive or any distortion that you want to use, really. So we're going to do about that much, and if I play the layer, also we gotta insert the sub bass to the layer, so we'll do that, and when we play the layer, that's what we have. So we're basically distorting both the sine wave and the saw waves, so we get that sound. Also, I'm just gonna lower the detune a bit so that the sub bass is louder. So like that. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and create a short bass line. So I'll pause the video and be right back. Alright, so I've done this basic bass line right here. Here's what it will sound like. So what I've done is I've just automated the cutoff frequency and the resonance, filter resonance. So that's how I got the sort of fade in right here on the short notes. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to insert this into the playlist. So I'm just gonna move it over here, and I'm going to insert some patterns in there. So I'm going to do it about, yeah, we'll do it a bit longer, so about that long. And we're going to go into the EQ that we created on the detune, and on the fifth parameter here, we're gonna, so it's this one, the green one, we're going to create an automation clip for the gain of that parameter, and we're going to create an automation clip for the frequency of that point. So we have these two automation clips now. I'm going to double click on the top one, which is the gain of the whole thing, and I get this, and what you'll see is that it has a built-in LFO in the automation clip. So I'm going to check that. I'm going to lower the speed to, maybe something like that, and maybe raise the tension a bit, and raise the level, so we have something like that. And I'll show you what this does. This is what creates the whole, this is what makes the Neurobass so unique from other sort of saw basses, because it's always moving, it's always changing because of this automation. So here's what we'll have. So we always have something different going on because the LFO isn't on beat. It's slightly off timing. So basically, it just creates this random sort of movement in the bass. Now I'm gonna double click on the next automation clip that we created, which is a frequency in the EQ. I'm gonna check LFO, and this one is gonna be a lot slower, so we're gonna lower the speed a lot. We're gonna lower the level as well, so it's hardly even moving. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, like that. And this should do. So I'll show you on the EQ what we're actually doing with the EQ. So here's what happens when I play. And you can go crazy with it. So you can play around with that and see what you can come up with. So that's pretty much it. Sorry I'm going so fast, but you know, I gotta keep up with YouTube's limit. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you an example of a track that I made with using this technique in the bass. It's a remix of a guy called Stan SB. He's an awesome producer, about as old as me, I think. So yeah, so you'll hear this technique in action and what you can do with it. This is not really the usual usage of it, but I mean, yeah, you'll hear it in action. So I'm gonna fast forward it a bit to the drop. Yeah. So that's sort of an example of what you can do with this technique. And then in the second drop, you know, I just come in with more basses and, you know, just create some variation in the whole thing. So this is what you can do with that. Give them. Yeah, so that's just what I wanted to show you guys, and hopefully you'll have some use of this, and hopefully I taught you something new. So yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that shizness, and I will catch you later sometime. Thanks, bye.